Atlanta Falcons go to the playoffs? That's a question that a lot of Falcons fans are asking, even myself. But I'm going to tell you what I think about the playoffs and what it means. Now, before I tell you my analysis, I'm just going to say the number 4, and that's the amount of games that the Atlanta Falcons have to win from this point on to go to the playoffs. It's as simple as numbers game, and it's as simple as that. 4 wins will secure the playoff victory for the Atlanta Falcons. You mark my words from here on out. Now, the question is, are they able to get those 4 wins? And also another question is another team that they're trying to watch out for going to lose a few games? Now, here's what it comes down to. The Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are neck and neck right now. The Atlanta Falcons, they're technically tied, but the Atlanta Falcons have the head-to-head because they beat them twice. Now, in regards to the Atlanta Falcons' rest of their schedule, they have a somewhat decent schedule left. They play the Vikings, they play the Raiders, they play the Commanders, they play the Panthers, and then they play someone else I'm forgetting. I'm drawing a blank. Leave a comment down below who else they play. But regardless of that, the Atlanta Falcons have to win 4. Because here's what it comes down to. Tampa Bay, despite what you will say, will lose another game. I'm telling you that right now. Because they play the Chargers, who match up well against Tampa Bay. They play the Dallas Cowboys, who are really catching lightning in a bottle right now. And they play the pesky Saints, who is a division rival. And we see what Tampa Bay and how they perform against division rivals. It's a close game. And I guarantee if the Tampa Bay Bucks played the Saints this weekend and had the same type of scenario, I guarantee the Saints would have won the game instead of the Carolina Panthers. But at the end of the day, 4 wins will secure the Atlanta Falcons a dub. Now, the big question comes to, will the Atlanta Falcons win 4 games? And that's, I forgot. They play the New York Giants. I just remembered. The Falcons. And that's the big question. To me, I think they will. And a lot of Falcons fans out there are not optimistic. And to be honest, I'm not very optimistic as well. But I think the Atlanta Falcons, under this new regime, I know people hate the way things are going recently, will get it done. Because here where it comes down to. I think the Vikings are not as good as people think they are. And I think Kirk Cousins going to Minnesota, his homecoming game, will unlock another level of Kirk Cousins. Now, that's just me personally. Obviously, Raheem Morris came out and said we're not benching Kirk Cousins. A lot of people said they're not benching Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins' next game will be one of his best this season. Don't quote me on it, but I believe that. And if that's the case, I think the Atlanta Falcons can beat the Raiders. I think they can beat the Giants. And I think they can beat Carolina. There's your 4 wins. I also think the Commanders is a win if they play the style of ball that we all know how to play. Now, at the end of the day, the Atlanta Falcons, in my opinion, are going to the playoffs if they win 4 games, like I said. I know for a fact Tampa Bay will lose 1 more game. It just depends how and where. And if the Atlanta Falcons win 4 of their last 5, and if Tampa Bay loses just 1 game, the Atlanta Falcons are your NFC South champions, and they're going to the playoffs. And they'll have a first round home game, and they'll most likely end up playing, I don't know, Washington. And I like that. I like those odds, and I like that matchup. But if you agree or disagree, leave a comment down below. Let me know. I'm telling you, I know it's a hard time for you Falcon fans out there, myself included, but I have faith at the end of the day. We showed some flashes of how good our defense is in the last game, which was a part of the team that I was just like, there's no way. Trust me. I think Kirk will play his best next week. And then from there, they're rolling the ball down the hill on the way to the playoffs. But if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And if you want to see more videos like this, check this one out right here. And like always, peace.